Hi everyone, it's me, B at Kelly Sunflower. So I thought I'd hop on today and do a April and May roundup. So activities, I didn't do much because even though lockdown has been slightly lifted, I still don't feel safe to go out and about. So even though I was invited to a few barbecues, I declined. I've done a couple of online events, but they're not the same, are they, as physical face-to-face events. Been doing a lot of crafting for the month of April and May. I knitted 2 dolls. This is the first one, called Olive. Little handbag. Oops, little handbag there. So this is Olive that I made around, I think I made this one in May. And then I also made a doll called Sunshine. It's like an older doll. She's got very skinny legs. So shoes with her heels. And currently I'm making a doll called Biscuit for a customer. This is going to be a mixed race doll. I've just knitted her base. These are her socks that she's going to be wearing. So this is what I'm going to be making for this month, my doll called Biscuit. I've received some tarot goodies, so I'm going to flip the camera around and show you my tarot goodies that I received for the month of April and May. Okay, so for the month of April, Liminal 11 sent me 2 decks, the New Chapter Tarot by Catherine Briggs and the Lorna Soul Tarot. I do have the first edition of this. I was really chuffed to get the second edition. They also sent me a modern witch colouring book, which I left downstairs, which I'm doing for therapy. When I say therapy, I like to colour when I'm feeling a bit stressed out. I find it very soothing. So I will show you some of my colouring in that book on another video. So I worked with the New Chapter Tarot in May. I find this deck very kind of FOF based. I've been using it on Instagram and I've been using it for daily pulls. I also done an interview spread, which you can see on my Instagram page. I will link my Instagram page in the description bar. I'm still working with this tarot deck and coming to grips with it, because I don't think this is an RWS deck. It's more FOF, to me, FOF inspired. So I am enjoying working with this deck. This deck here, the Lorna Soul Tarot, I call this one Lorna. I've got the first edition of this deck, so I'm quite familiar with this deck. However, I am using this deck again. I've started it for the month of June. I'm doing it on a Instagram hashtag, so if you want to see some of these cards, do go to my Instagram page. Okay, so I've also been doing some reading this month, just for some updating. So I got Tarot Toolkit by Tom Benjamin, a workbook for building clear and precise confidence reading. Just marked where I am so far, but it's quite a good book. It was published in 2020 by Tom Benjamin, or Ben Jovett. It says here, for all my friends, teachers and students who are often one and the same. It's really good. You know, it's got a nice clear chapter of contents, so it talks about a very good place to start, building your toolkit, the minor arcana, measuring your progress, the major experiences, context is everything, the well-tempered toolkit and how to use it. So about those pictures, the courts of public opinion, questions, spread 'em, ethics, bad news and other nonsense, GoPro, the great work begins, you can totally ignore. So I'm working through this book slowly, and it's also got pages where you can do your own type of work. So I've really been enjoying this book. I also got this one here. It's called Tarot Your Personal Guide. Includes a 24-inch wall chart, and this is by Stephen Bright. I really like Stephen Bright's writing style. I've got one of his tarot decks. I think it's the Spirit Within Tarot, and that guidebook is a really good tarot book. Very clearly written, nice colour illustrations. I just show you some of the things that he's got here. So the contents is getting started, chapter 1. Chapter 2 is the major arcana. Chapter 3 is the minor arcana. Chapter 4 is becoming, adapts and spreads, and he's got an index as well. You know, starts off as what is tarot, what tarot is not. That's about the myths. Is tarot dangerous? I just like the way that he writes, very clear, concise English. What can we use tarot for? How can you get the most out of this book? Introduction, the card situation, the card as a person, the card in you, the universal tarot. So it's a really kind of clear, concise book, well written, and I've been working with this book for the months of April and May. So I also got some tarot decks for those months. The first being the universal weight, professional size. I got this one to work with my 2 books, yeah, or for more like study. These are very, very, very big cards. This is by Lascarabel. It's written by Robert DeAngelo's. The cards are actually this size. So, look, this is what I'm working with at the moment. My Lorna Soul, and these are the size of a regular RWS card. Look at the size of this card to these cards. These are massive. So let's just take out. So these are the backs of the cards, fully reversible, as you can see. Got a cover page. So this is based on the universal weight, but it's a Lascarabel version. Really nice. So this is what I've been working with in conjunction with the 2 books. Beautiful. They're kind of like the same size as the, I think it's the giant RWS deck. Look at that, just gorgeous. I find this deck more prettier though. So this is what I've been working with. Universal Tarot, but Lascarabel one, in conjunction with my books as a learning tool. So let's put this away. So another deck that I got for the month, I think I got this one for the month of May, and this is the Witchy Academy Tarot by Pamela Chan. I do have her Unicorn Tarot deck, and I love these kind of kitschy kind of decks. I had this on pre-order for the longest of time, so I'm glad that it came. It's got the book inside which you can pull out. So just pull this out. Congratulations on your acceptance, the Witchlin Academy of Magic. And then it's got the cards here, which I haven't actually opened the cards as yet. But inside, I think that's the World card. So I'm yet to open these cards, but as you can see, the Fool, she's leaving home and going on her journey. Gorgeous. The book. Let's have a look at the book quickly. So it talks about the author Pamela Chen. This is the artist Mindy Sang. And it's just got a nice contents. It looks like the illustrations are in black and white. But it talks about the Witchland Academy Charter, acceptance letter, orientation, first lesson, major arcana, minor arcana, court cards, spell cards, final exam spreads, initiation ceremony, witches, wizards, and magical beings. So let me see how they break the cards down. So let's look at the major arcana. Okay, so it just gives you, for example, now the Fool, it gives you a daily incarnation. I'm ready to experience a fun new venture. That's like a daily affirmation. It gives you the magical meaning and shadow magic, so it gives you a reverse meaning as well. So I'm yet to kind of open this deck properly and work with it. Okay, so I also bought some oracle decks this month. I bought this one here called the Love Notes Oracle, and this is by Christian, and her, I think it's her Instagram and her webpage is called Over the Moon Oracle Cards. She also created the Desert Dreamwalk Oracle, which I also have as well. I quite like this deck. So I bought this deck here to kind of round up tarot reading, because I do like to read tarot and oracles together. So the backs of the cards kind of match the case that it comes with. And even though I'm going to read these ones intuitively, you can also have the option to print off a PDF of meanings. So, for example, now this first card, which says Innocent Heart. Let me just see what Christian has written for this one. So she says here, innocence, naivety, inexperienced in love, childlike personality. Temptation, passion, 3 wishes. It's an interesting one. Let me see what she says here for 3 wishes. So it says here, making a wish, getting clear about your desires, using the law of attraction to get what you want in love. So these are all based around love. This way, that way, that's got a very Two of Swords kind of feel to me. But then she's got here, looking for love. Tying the knots, that's a marriage card. Hugs and kisses, that could be friendships. Broken hearts, you know, very Three of Swords kind of feel. Sweet talk. Soulmates, guarded heart, that's for someone that's been hurt before, I would say, and has got a wall up there. If anyone does want a walkthrough of this deck, do let me know, and I'm happy to do one. The PDF of this deck, as well as giving you the meanings, it also gives you like a couple of spreads that you can use, and they're all based on love. So little love note spread. It gives you a sample reading on how to do a love reading. Will they come back to me kind of spread. And it gives you a sample reading of that as well, and so on and so forth. So even though you can read these cards independently, I'm going to be using this deck for maybe 1 card pulls on Instagram, or, you know, finishing up a tarot reading, especially a tarot love reading. I will add links in the description bar for everything showcased. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.